Hello, welcome back. It's Charles once more, and if you remember from our last video, we had begun to set the atmosphere for our Star Chase game. Yes, our Star Chase game, and just so that we don't lose any details, I think it would be really nice for us to save our game right now under the same folder we've been saving others. Star Chase. Yeah. Okay. Now we created the atmosphere by changing the background, and we also added a sound. If you remember, the bubble sound, the collect sound came with the star sprite, I suppose, and the bubbles, the collect sound came with the star sprite, and the bubble sound was the one we added. You remember? Yes, the one that gave us the underwater feel. Yeah. So we're going to be playing that sound in the forever loop. Okay. Remember, we're coding for the star. Anytime you want to code for a particular sprite, you simply click on the sprite here in the sprite area, and then come and drop the blocks from the left hand side onto the code area. Okay, so we're going to be playing the sound. We're going to start. Which of them should we play? Okay, let's do this one. Alright, we want to hear the whole bubble sound. Okay, and we want it to play until it's done. Okay, so we need to click on that arrow there and select the bubbles option. Next, we don't just want the star sitting there, idly doing nothing. We want it to be moving, and we want our code to control it. Okay, we don't want the user or the player, the human player, to control the star. The star should be, like trying to get away from us as much as possible. Okay, and the computer should control that. So we're going to put that in some code. Anytime you want the computer to do something, you tell it what to do. Yep, the computer is really that good. So we are going to make our star to glide. Now, the glide block, if you really think about it, should be under motion. So let's go look for it there. And there you see it. There's a glide, isn't it? Yes. And we're going to, it's so good, we're going to use it the way it is. We're going to tell our star to glide in 1 second to any position on the screen. That way our star can. Now let's test our code. Once we click on the green flag, take a look at that. See that? Alright, now did you notice something? Our star only glides after the sound is done playing. Alright, so we're going to make a slight modification to our code. We're going to make the star glide, not the star glide even while the sound is playing. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we're going to take out some. We're going to change this block. Okay, we're going to change that block. Alright, we want our star to be able to glide and still achieve the underwater sound anyway. Okay. Alright, so remember, the start sound block simply starts the sound, and it doesn't have to play till the end for the next block to be executed. I think this is really cool. Don't you think so? Alright, so thank you very much, Scratch, for doing that for us. Let's now go on to the next sprite and write some code for it. Now, remember, we want the player, our human player, to be able to control the octopus sprite. Now, for us to do that, Scratch has given us a couple of blocks that helps us to do that. Now, we could use the mouse to move, to allow our player move the octopus around, but let's use the 4 navigation keys. Okay, the up arrow, the down arrow, the right arrow, and the left arrow. Okay, so let's see how that plays out. Alright, now Scratch has given us those blocks under the event category. So this is where it's going to be. We'll drop the first one here. Now we don't want the space bar, so we're going to click the small arrow there that's pointing downwards. Now let's code for the up arrow. Now what we want is when the user presses the up arrow, our octopus should go up, isn't it? That makes sense, right? Now remember, in one of our videos, probably the first few ones, among the first few ones, you might need to check them out, we said there's a coordinate system for us on our stage, and right now we can't see the figures, but there is a coordinate system anyway that is actually across our stage. Okay, and the coordinate system in this case, you can see the y is a vertical line and the x is horizontal. Okay, so what happens? The center is right at the middle of our stage. So if we go up, that means we're increasing y. We're increasing our y coordinates. If we go down, we are decreasing our y coordinates. We're reducing it. If we go to the left, we're reducing our x coordinates, and if we go to the right, we're increasing our x coordinates. Okay, does that sound good? Alright, so let's implement that in our code. So the up arrow once more, if we go up, we're increasing or raising our y coordinates. So how do we increase our y coordinates? Now if we go to motion, you'd see that we can increase our y coordinates right there. Okay, so can you see the change y by 10? We're going to use it just like that. Alright, now so that would be able to save time, I'll simply duplicate that for the down arrow. Okay, for the down arrow, I'm going to have minus. Now the minus simply says that we are reducing y. Okay, like that. Okay, so when a Scratch sees the minus, it knows that, okay, this is going to be a reduction. Okay, now don't forget to change your down arrow here, your down arrow here. Alright, when you after doing the duplicate. Okay, so let's quickly do the same thing for the left and right. Okay, left arrow, and we're going to do the same thing for the right arrow. Okay, now for the left arrow, we'll be reducing. Remember, to the left is a negative x axis. Okay, so we're going to be reducing our x by minus 10. Okay, and we'll be doing some more with these in the next video. See ya.